When I was younger, my mom was dating this guy, who we will call JB. And after a few months, he invited my mom, me and my brother to go with him and his son, about my age, out to his lake house for the weekend. It was right on Lake Michigan, but up in a more secluded area, which was pretty awesome. Well, we got up there, and for one, I already felt really creeped out. It was a smaller 2, maybe 3 if you count the really big attic, story house that had the living room, dining room, kitchen on the first floor, and had 2 bedrooms on the second floor. His grandfather had helped to build the place with the grandfather's dad, and then he lived there for most of his life, working as a tailor in a nearby town. We went up to the attic to get some beach toys, because that's where JB kept all of that stuff, so he didn't have to hold it every time he went out there. Well, when we went up to the attic, I noticed in the corner, covered in some dust and cobwebs, about 8 mannequins. Some just upper torsos and some full body. Not too out of ordinary, considering a tailor had lived there. Me and JB's son slept down in the living room on the couch, since there was no more beds. And near midnight-ish, I heard one of the stairs squeak a few times. Figuring it was my mom coming to check to make sure we were asleep, I told his son to be quiet and quietly turned the TV off and hid under the covers. After not hearing any noise for a few minutes, I looked out from under the covers and saw 3 of the mannequins moving around in the kitchen. Like their body parts weren't moving, but they were sliding around the kitchen. I swore I was dreaming, but was so terribly frightened I hid back under the covers with a small yelp, and then heard a dragging on the floor coming closer, and peeked out, seeing one of them just a few feet from the couch. I hid back under the covers and shut my eyes tight, hoping it would go away. The next morning, I got up and tried not to think about it, really hoping it was just a bad dream. But when we went back up to the attic to put the beach stuff back, the mannequins were in different spots and weren't covered in cobwebs anymore. Don't believe me if you don't want to, but it happened, and I've been scared of mannequins ever since. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Horror Short Stories.